Okay, week 2. Now, before you start your workout, don't forget your warm-up. Don't forget your stretching. So once again, we come back to chest, shoulders, triceps. Okay, so 5-minute warm-up, don't go too mad, don't want you completely puffing. This week's going to get a little bit tougher. So training methods this week are going to be supersets, or our pyramid set first. Okay, so we pyramid up like we did last week, and then supersets. So we're going to add supersets. So let me just clear something up about supersets. Supersets are working of the same muscle group, okay, one after the other, or 2 different muscle groups, one after the other. So I might do a set of bicep curls in a set of hammer curls, and that's the same muscle group, and you're not going to have any rest between. So there's no rest between in a superset. So if you're not too sure, watch a superset demonstration video. It will be linked under here. Okay, so I'm working the same muscle group but different parts of the muscle. You can superset on the same muscle, in the same muscle group as well. Or I could work my biceps to my back, or my legs to my biceps. Okay, so the back and biceps, when you work them together, pretty much work together anyway, but your legs and biceps don't. So there's 2 complete muscle groups. The further away the muscle group is from the other one you're working, the harder it is in your cardiovascular system, because the blood has to go from here to here, so the heart has to pump faster. But anyway, today we're going to work chest, shoulders and triceps. Like I said, you're going to start off with an incline barbell press. Push, press. Okay, so we're going to do a standard pyramid. Now, I want your bench on an incline, so now you're working predominantly your top part of your chest, because when you incline the bench, so your head's up the top here, okay, you're going to be working more your upper part of your chest. I want it just below 45 degrees, or where you feel you're getting the best squeeze within your chest. So when I press, I'm not pressing down low, so if I let that this way, I'm not pressing low, I'm bringing the bar quite high to my chest as well. Still tucking my elbows slightly, watch the demonstration video if you're not sure what I mean there. So I don't let my elbows flex, it hits the shoulders too much, so I tuck my elbows a little bit, and I squeeze, and I imagine I'm pressing with my chest, not so much my hands, so I kind of arc up, and I squeeze my chest. Okay, so I've just got a barbell laid in front of me, but you're going to do this off the bench with a barbell rack, or you can do this off of a Smith machine, but at the moment I suggest you just use free bar rather than a Smith machine, because Smith machine is where it goes up and down in a track. So it will dictate to you where it goes more than anything. So don't worry so much about Smiths at the moment, try and just use the free weights to connect with the muscle and start to understand which muscle group you're really working. Okay, so we're going to get on with this, we're going to pyramid up like we did last week, so standard set of 15 and then more weight, and then 15, and then more weight, and then 12 reps, resting in between, stretching in between, okay, and then down to 10 to 12 reps, or maybe you might have dropped right down to 8 reps, okay, as long as you're pyramiding it up, and don't drop below 8 reps at the moment, just don't do that for me, okay, and you're going up in weight. So I'm going to get started, so I'm here, go feet firm in the floor, shoulder blades back, keep the shoulder blades back, yeah, head back to the bench. I'm just doing this for the recording purposes. And I squeeze my chest. And I imagine I'm bringing my 2 inside parts of my elbow, I'm trying to get them together. So I'm almost trying to snap the bar as such. Okay, so here, and press. Fully controlled. Squeeze at the top, little pinch. Here, don't fully lock out the arms, it's bad for the elbows. Otherwise, yeah, so that's that. And your superset, after you give me a standard set of pyramids, so you're going to pyramid up on that one first and leave everything alone. Then you're going to come back to it. And then what you're going to do is, you're going to give me your last set, so say your last set you was on about 10 reps with that weight, straight off the back of that, you're then going to grab your dumbbells here and incline fly. So now we're superset, there's no rest in between there, so you're going to go straight from your last set of this, okay, so 10 to 12 reps, here, okay, so I'm fatiguing, oh it's getting hard, and you squeeze, okay, I'm fatigued, which means I can't press anymore. Pick my dumbbells up. Now I'm supersetting. Here, okay? Supersetting. Okay, so supersetting is just one exercise after the other. Now I'm working the same muscle group, okay? But I'm stretching it here, and now I'm also working my sternum, which is the middle part of my chest at the top. Okay, that done. Then you're going to go to a flat bench. Repeat the process. So let's do the flat bench. So what I want you to do is, if you're not feeling warmed up in the lower part of the chest, you're going to be a standard set of pyramid, and at the end of the pyramid set, go to the superset. Now on the last one, I didn't mention, you're going to just do the superset at least 3 to 4 times round. So you only do the pyramid once, okay? Now at the end of that, then you superset. Then you rest. And then you're going to pick the bar up again, and you're going to press again, okay, with the same weight. And then you're going to put the bar down and you're going to superset. So basically you're going to pick the dumbbells up and you're going to fly. Sorry, not to superset, you're going to fly, so that's the superset. You can do that like 3 or 4 times round. If, when you're on like the 3rd set of the superset, you're having trouble, drop the weight a little bit. Drop the weight a little bit. You might be rather rapidly fatiguing. But watch your cardiovascular muscle get involved and watch how it starts to creep up. And watch how the muscles start to really burn a hell of a lot more than what it was last week. So I'm going to show that on this one now. Okay, so I'm not going to pyramid up on the flat bench. I'm just going to go straight to my superset. So I'm going to do 4 standard supersets. So I'm going to grab my bar, I'm going to lay down, okay, feet firm in the floor, belly tight, head back, shoulder blades back. This is just above my nipples as such, and I press, okay, so I'm doing maybe 12 odd reps, maybe 10 to 12 reps. Okay, so I'm coming up for the 10th rep now, starting to fatigue. Whoa, okay, no, I've got the 9, maybe I can't, well, yeah, I can get one more, okay, so I've got that out. Here, straight into my flies, flat bench flies, so I'm supersetting, okay, squeeze. Squeeze. Now, when we superset, you usually find, if you're working the same muscle group, the second part of the exercise, which is the second exercise you're doing, you don't get as many reps out. You just won't. You're kind of really fatigued really quickly. If that happens, you can either lower the weight a little bit more on the actual second part of the superset, or you can just really squeeze and just hope to get, or just push to get at least 8 good reps. Okay, that's that done. Okay, so first of all, pyramid up on the very first one, and at the end of that, then you go to your incline flies, supersetting. Do that, then just a barbell press on an incline fly. Okay, 10 to 12 reps, and then when you fatigue, go to the incline fly. Okay, so that's the superset. You're going to do that at least 3-4 times around, and then go straight to the superset on the flat bench after a little bit of rest and stretching, of course, and adjusting of the bench. So the bench is now flat. So you go press, and then straight to your flat bench fly to the superset. Okay, do that at least 4 times around with a little bit of rest in between. So now I'm going to move the bench, and we're going to go to cable flies. I need to adjust the camera again. Okay, just up there. So we're going to superset on this, straight to the superset. So our 2 exercises I'm putting together is standing forward fly, here, and then when I fatigue on that, I stand backwards level with it, here, and I fly to right in front of me with my chest out. Okay, and I'm going to do that at least 3 to 4 times round. Really squeezing. So I'm going to show you one of my supersets. I'm going to show you 1 time round on this. So I've taken about 1 step forward from being level with the actual machine. So about 1 step here, which is the most amount of tension you'll get on all part of the chest when in terms of angle. So I'm not going to talk about angles too much. Okay, make sure your shoulders are back, chest is out, you're getting a good stretch at the back, fully controlled, and squeeze the hair. Okay, squeeze the chest. And again, okay, so I'm coming up to maybe 10 or 12 reps, I'm fatiguing, then I stand back, level with it, chest is out, and I fly to there. And I fly to there, okay? And I'm really squeezing when I pull down. Super important to engage the muscle, don't just do the move, connect with the muscle. Otherwise you're going to get other stabilisers involved, other muscle groups involved that you don't want involved. So that's that. Okay, next we're going to move on to shoulders. So I'm going to turn the camera off, I'll be back in a second. Right. Okay, so moving on to shoulders. We're going to go straight to the superset. I'm not going to pyramid up on this at all, because my shoulders are already pretty warm from my actual pushing of the chest. The rear delts, I can feel blood moving into them. Okay, so we're going to go straight into our superset. So what we're going to do is we're going to shoulder press with a barbell, okay, into a rear delt. So I know that's the same muscle group, they are completely opposite to each other. So yeah, let's go for this, right? So I'm going to show you from the front how I press. Okay, here, and I clean through as well. So my head hits under the bar as I clean through. My palms, I'll show you on here. Okay, I'm pressing through my palm, not through the top of my hand, through my palm. Okay, so I'm holding the bar like that. When I press, I make sure when I push my arms up level with the floor, so the back of my arms now level with the floor, I want the inside of my arm almost at 90-degree angle. So let's show you what I mean. So when I press up and this is level with the floor, this should be roughly about 90-degree angle. And you press, okay, so you're going to give me maybe 10 to 12 reps of that. Okay, straight off the back of that, you pick your dumbbells up. Superset to the rear delts. Okay, pulling here and pulling shoulder blade back at the top. Pull. Good, so we pull up with the rear delts and tuck back at the back. You're going to do this at least 4 times round. After you're finished on that, make sure you stretch in between. Okay, so you might want a little bit more rest if your cardiac muscle is really struggling at the moment. So I want you to be concentrating on the muscle more than the cardiac muscle at the moment. I want you to be concentrating on squeezing and engaging. But after that, you're going to superset from side raises to front double dumbbell raises. If you're struggling on the double, go single. Okay, single raise. You're not going to have your hands like this at the moment, you've got your hands upside down. They're just going to be in this particular motion, emphasising more than anything your index and your thumb when you actually lift. Think when you're lifting on the front delt, because a lot of people when they lift with their arm, okay, get your arm straight as possible. You can bend the elbow a little bit, lift with the delt, lift with the front delt. Same with the side laterals, we lift with the elbows, not with the hands. So I'm going to show you the superset on this. Okay, so I'm maybe on my 10th rep. Fatiguing, okay, I'm fatigued, oh I can't lift anymore, I'll go to the front. Okay, so you're going to just do that superset at least 4 times round. That's that. Now do your shoulders. Next we're going to move on to triceps. So I'm going to turn the camera off, I'll be back in a second. Bye. Okay, so the triceps will probably have loads of blood in from the actual working of the chest and the press movements. If not, add a pyramid setting if they feel cold. Okay, so just do a pyramid on a standard rope, press down first, put loads of blood into the triceps. After you pyramid up, on your last set on the pyramid, you can go straight to a superset, or you can rest a little bit after the pyramid, and then we're going to go to the superset. Superset exercises are, you should have already done these on the last week, okay? So standard rope press down, here. Okay, we're moving away from the cable a little bit, so the cable's at just a bit of an angle from there. Okay, so I might be fatiguing on my 10th rep. You spin round, you put it over your head, here, keep the rope apart, and overhead extension. Okay, for as many as you can. Don't forget the little twist. So if I'm overhead extensioning this way, okay, I'll give it a little twist on that wrist. Back of my arm to level with the floor, twist. Twist. I'm not bringing it right together. If I do that, I'll make sure I tuck my elbows a little bit more. Okay, so you can do that at least 4 times round. At least 4 times round. From there, after you've done your supersetting, so in between each superset, so the tricep press down overhead, you can rest for about 20, 30 seconds, maybe 40 seconds. Stretching the triceps out. Okay, from the back of the back here. Pull them elbows forward, stretching the fascia of the tricep as well. Stretching them overhead. Okay, you're going to go to a set of bench dips into an overhead single dumbbell extension. So I'm going to move the camera. Okay. Oh, there you go. Okay. So, bench dip, standard bench dip. To make the bench dip easier, keep the feet towards you. To make it harder, start creeping the feet away. To make it even harder, elevate them. To make it even harder than that, put some weight on your lap, or put someone else and put some weight on your lap. At the moment, you're pushing through your entire palm. If you push through your thumb part of your palm, it'll go more to the inside head of your tricep. If you push to the outside of the palm in terms of on the bench, it'll go more to the outside head. Did I say inside head first, or did I say outside? I can't remember. I'll say that again anyway. Right, so if you push with this part of your thumb, it goes more to the inside head. I think so, I did anyway. Okay, if you push with the outside of your palm, it goes more to the outside head. But you're going to push with the entire palm, so we're going to get the entire head actually involved. Okay, so move the bench a little bit there. Good, so here we go. So as soon as you're just going to rep this out for as many as you can. Okay, so find the foot position you feel like you're hitting maybe, I want more than 8 reps at least, okay? So we're going to go here, all the way down, pushing through them palms and squeeze the triceps at the top. Okay, so I'm coming up from my 10th rep and I'm fatiguing, so what I then do is I'll grab the dumbbell. from here, I hold it like that, straight over the top of my head, tucking my elbows a little bit towards my head and push straight to the ceiling and squeeze the triceps for as many as I can, hopefully in the rep range of say 10 to 12 or so. After that, stretch, recover, repeat. Okay, 4 times round. That's that done. So that's week 2, workout 2 on your chest. So that done, got any questions? Contact me and I shall answer them. See you next one. Bye. We'll see you on Wednesday hopefully, or however you're doing this particular program. See you then. Bye.